What's up, everybody? Today we've got another build for you, and it's actually my own. I got a brand new 22 Subaru Crosstrek. So this is ultimately what replaced my F-150. It was one of those, like you guys know from when I got rid of the F-150, it wasn't necessarily that I wanted to, but I had to. And right now, I just have no need for a truck. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. I've had Subarus before. This is either my fourth or my fifth one. I'm just happy to be back in one. I've actually had a lifted Crosstrek before, and that was kind of my start with Subarus. I got involved with the Subaru community here in Nebraska, made some awesome friends through the Nebraska Subaru Owners Club, and then did some rallycross in the Subaru RS. That's kind of what brought me back to this. I'm just happy to be able to kind of start an overlanding build on this. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. So we'll take you around and just kind of give you the brief specs of what's been done to it already. All right, so first things first, obviously we had to lift this thing. So on this, I decided to go with the Body Armor 4x4 2-inch lift on there. We are gonna be adding some accessories from Anderson Design and Fabrications to get this lift to where I want it to be, such as the multi-link rear spacers to recenter that rear axle, which I'll show you here in just a second to be able to show you why we're adding that on there. It's a common thing for Subarus, but it's one of those, I don't want that, so I'm adding the multi-links on mine, especially since I'm gonna be using it off-road. The other thing I'm gonna be adding is the CVT isolator. You do get a little CVT shaking here, this being an automatic. I would have opted for the manual. However, I wanted to be able to have my wife drive it as well, and she refuses to learn how to drive a manual. And then we're also gonna be adding the 3/8 rear spacer in there to accommodate for the extra weight that we're gonna have on here when I throw the tent, which is coming up later. So for wheels, I had to go with the Method Race wheels. That's what I've had on every other Subaru that I've owned. On my last Crosstrek, I had the, I think they're 503s is what they are, the Method 503s in black. On my rally car, I had the Method 503s in silver, and I just kind of had to keep the theme going, but this time I wanted to make sure that I tried out their bead grip series, which is gonna be the 701s that you see here on the car. The cool thing with the bead grip is it has technology in there to be able to run these tires at a lower PSI and not slip off of the bead, such as other options out there. It's not a bead lock, so it's not 100% safe as far as that goes, but the bead grip technology is going to allow me to run at such a low PSI that I won't have to worry about it slipping off the bead there. We've wrapped them in the Toyo Open Country AT3s. That's just a common tire around here. I really like them. I like the look of them. I didn't want to go too aggressive on this thing, so they're nice and subtle on the sidewall, but are going to give me tons of bite off-road and tons of bite on-road. So we should see plenty of life out of these things, but let's be completely honest, I probably won't have this through the life of the tires. And finally, for right now, the last things that I did to the car was add some lighting from Arc Lighting. These guys have been a big fan, we've been a big fan of them lately, but the cool thing is they're working with us to help bring some of their new products to market. And so we've been doing some little testing on this. So the fog lights that you see in there are direct fit fog lights, plug and play for the Subaru Crosstrek. We're actually on our 3rd series of brackets, trying to get the bracket perfect for these things. I shouldn't say that. The brackets that are in there are actually the 2nd series. They are sending us the 3rd series to get these lights perfect inside that bumper. We also added the LED concept series for the headlights because the halogens just weren't going to cut it for me. So we added the concept LEDs, which is a 6,000 lumen LED set, which is direct plug and play as well. So we've got other lighting upgrades coming for it. It's kind of in the works with Arc. They've got some prototype materials that we're going to be working with them on. And so I'm excited to be working with them on that and be able to show you guys some of the new products that they're going to be offering as well. So that's ultimately where this video comes to an end. This is all that we've got done on the Crosstrek so far. As you know with us, it's not gonna end here. We've got quite a few more parts that we're gonna be adding on it. So you're definitely gonna wanna check out the Build Series Part 2 on this one. We'll catch you there.